What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm going to give you the ultimate acquisitions and real estate closing advice for anyone in real estate wholesaling or honestly real estate investing in general, guys. This is going to be the ultimate wholesaling acquisitions video for you. I am jacked up today. I am ready to go. I know I am here to change lives, and I can help you become a closing expert today. Guys, right now, you are in my little seminar, okay? Just imagine we're in a seminar. I'm going to teach you real estate acquisitions. You literally just spent $3,000 to watch me do a little seminar on acquisitions. And if you're in that mindset that you put skin in the game, quote unquote, you paid money, thousands of dollars to go see me live right here to talk about acquisition secrets that no one else is talking about, you'll start writing notes, you'll start getting more engaged, and you'll start asking the right questions. Now, what's the difference between that and me doing this all for free? Guess what? You didn't spend $3,000. Guess what? You could have used that money for your marketing. That's awesome. And also, I want everyone to understand, you're watching this, you are paying the most ultimate price to watch my stuff. Your time. Your time is your most valuable asset, and I thank you so much for doing that. So guys, before we get into it, before you walk into my little seminar course, you guys are sitting down for the seminar, you're ready to go, little guru seminar, please do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe. Get the most free value from me. Hit that bell notification icon and let's get it going, guys. I am jacked up. Everyone is ready today to learn acquisition secrets, guys. This is a new year. This is the new time. This is the year that you learn how to close deals and become an absolute expert in this business. Why do I love acquisitions? Guys, everyone knows marketing is the lifeline of this business, but if you cannot close these deals, that marketing, it goes down the drain. So it's very important to go out here and really learn. I think a really cool part about the new year and everything like that is if you can learn acquisitions, if you can just get one thing out of this video today, this is the one thing I want you to get out of. If you can learn how to close deals the right way that I talk about today, you can go from making $100,000 per year to $250,000 per year, not by marketing anymore, not by like a secret marketing sales funnel, not by finding more cash buyers. Just with the power of acquisitions that I teach today in this video, you're going to be able to probably double or triple your real estate wholesaling net profits without doing anything else except making this little tweak in your business, okay? Like, it's crazy, you know? It's like going out there and having like ankle weights, and you're like running like a 10-minute mile and you have like 5-pound ankle weights, okay, on your ankles. And I just say, hey, why don't you take these ankle weights off? And then you run like an 7-minute mile. You're like, wow, you must know everything. I just tell you to take the ankle weights out. Now, it's pretty much that simple, the way people do their acquisitions wrong, how you can double, triple your business and have better results. That's really what I want to break down today. I think it's really cool to break this stuff down and really share it. So guys, I'm excited. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. Let's bring the intro down. Guys, this is a live video. To know that you know it's a live video, I have to get you jacked up before I break it down, because you guys know I go on this live, I get jacked up to get going and teach you acquisitions all for free. So guys, if you're in a guru acquisitions course seminar, guys, I got to get you jacked up. I got to get you jumping out of your seats. And there's only one thing I can do, guys. We're going to do the guru acquisitions DJ today. He's going to go in and jack you guys up. So let's get it going. Let's break it down and let's learn some acquisitions. Let's get it. Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Let's get it, guys. We're jacked up. We're ready to go. So let's break it down. So guys, acquisitions for wholesaling real estate. Let's really break it down from the top, what do we need to know? What we need to get it going. So guys, everyone knows, let's break down really quick the wholesaling real estate process so we understand where in acquisitions we're at. I think it's pretty important that I break this down for a beginner to an advanced. I think I'm going to break down for everything. So if you're advanced, there's going to be a lot of really good stuff in here. If you're absolute beginner, this is a great place to get started out. So let's break down the wholesaling real estate process. Now, the wholesaling real estate process is the art of selling real estate contracts for massive profits. That's what this business is, and that is what this business will always be. That's the point of wholesaling real estate. We're not owning the house. We're just selling the contract on that. We're basically selling the paper and making huge profits on it. That is what I teach on this channel. That is why everyone, gives the love back, because I teach this stuff how to do it. And a lot of people are finding success with it. And it's a vicious cycle. It's great. So wholesaling real estate, basically what we're going to find is someone who wants to sell their property for cash for any circumstance. That person we call a motivated seller. What we're going to do is try to find a motivated seller, texting, calling, sending mail, putting signs out saying we buy houses. Any way we can do marketing for them to go find them. Now, once we find them, this is our point right here. We have to qualify the seller and then get a contract. The art of getting someone to sign a contract at a deeply discounted price is called acquisitions. This is the process we do. We don't do disposition. So after we get the property on contract, we find a cash buyer, we walk the cash buyer through, and we sell that contract, aka assignment of contract, for big profits. We sell the contract. So the art of it is putting a property under contract and then selling that contract for big profits. Now, we're just talking about acquisitions today. I can do a full thing on disposition. I do a full thing on marketing, but today's all about acquisitions, getting the best prices on our deals. I feel like everyone before they watch is like, oh, here's another sales video. Guys, this isn't like the most boring, stupid like sales video out there. Most of acquisitions I'm going to tell you today is not about being a salesperson. If you're walking in here thinking you have to like be on a live stressful phone conversation, it's not. My acquisitions, like the way I do it, is the least stressful thing ever. It's like the most chill, relaxed, like nonchalant, like that's where I'm at. Like stuff like it's the most chilled out conversation possible. And this is why you're going to win in these deals. And it's one of the best advice I could possibly give. And I think it's pretty important. So now we know where in the acquisitions process we got to go to. Let's break it down. So we understand what is a motivated seller. These are the people we're talking to. We got to understand. I think one of the most important parts of acquisitions is understanding the seller, understanding their needs and how we can fulfill those needs and help them out. This is like any business out there in the United States of America. It's finding someone who has an issue, and we're going to fill their needs, and we are actually going to solve their issue with a product or service. Now, our service is the ability for them to sell their property really quick, easy for cash. Think about a pawn shop. What's a pawn shop's? Of course, they're there to make money, but they're here to do a service of just getting rid of something for cash or pawning something, right? They sell gold, silver, jewelry, all that stuff. So for wholesaling real estate, we do the same thing with houses, basically, or like a used car dealership. They're here to make it really easy to trade in a car and buy a new one. Now, we don't really do the full thing on here for wholesaling real estate, but we get pretty darn close. So that's pretty important. So a motivated seller is somebody who's looking to sell their property for cash for a myriad of reasons. Maybe they have a code violation. Maybe the grass is super tall due to some circumstance. The property needs a lot of work and they don't want to deal with it. Maybe it's like a hoarder's house. Okay. It's like Buried Alive, everyone makes fun of those shows, but I buy probably 4 or 5 of those a year. Okay. I got an insane one right now we're doing with a green pool, but we're not going to get into that one. Next here is possibly someone going through a rough situation. Maybe it's a probate. Someone unfortunately passed away and the family lives in like Vancouver, Canada, and they have a house here in Florida. It's just not worth their time dealing with. We deal with a lot of those situations, guys. There's just such a crazy amount of situations why someone wants to sell the property. A lot of times people just want to get rid of the property, don't deal with the hassle of going with a realtor. A lot of people do this. And it's pretty important for us in wholesaling real estate to understand these needs and really help the seller out in the situation. So that's a motivated seller. They want to sell their property for cash, and we want to go out here and help them out with their issues. So we understand the wholesaling process. And so what is basically the acquisition? So what is acquisitions? Again, it's the art of putting a property under contract for the best price possible. That is it. There's nothing else in acquisitions. It's not closing. It's not being the sick closer. Of course, we're talking about closing deals. A lot of people sell a lot of courses on selling deals, and it's like this crazy straight line system that you got to go read a 100-page book on. Guys, it's not, okay? Wholesaling real estate, the way that I do it and the way that I have massive success, our business basically runs off of rapport and empathy. That is really where our bread and butter for acquisitions is. It's not this fake sales process of, hey, John, you're looking to sell a property. Well, I could buy the property. Like, it's not the fakeness. Like, everyone knows the fake talk, from a salesperson. The worst part about me doing a bunch of sales, like especially almost every day here, is understanding when someone's selling you, and it kind of sucks. Like, I hate that. I think you guys understand that. If you're just knowing enough sales, is like, when you're being sold, it sucks, right? So we don't want to be that person. We want to be the friend, the ally, the person that can help the person out. So for acquisitions, we're basically just acquiring properties under contract. Again, most of acquisitions, you might want to write this down, is qualifying, not selling. Let me repeat this one last time. Most acquisitions for wholesaling real estate is about qualifying, not selling. You're going to spend most of your time qualifying sellers and not selling. A big issue why people get so frustrated with wholesaling real estate is they try to close deals or sell deals that aren't qualified. Again, I say this example so many times, people get sick of it, but it's the truth. Are you going to sell a peanut butter jelly sandwich to a person who is deathly allergic to peanut butter? Answer me that. You're probably not. It's going to be a tough sale. At the end of it, you're going to be like, this person just hates peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And then most people are like, they must hate jelly. The truth is, you have to qualify. Hey, are you allergic to peanut butter? Yes. Well, probably not the right thing for you. Hey, I got this really, really delicious ham sandwich for you, So that's the honest truth. A lot of you guys are selling peanut butter to people who are allergic to peanut butter, okay? We can't be doing this, okay? Now, what is someone who is like obsessed with Oreos, right? And I try to sell them the double mega stuffed, like with a filling in it, like the huge Oreos with a glass of milk. And I go to the door, try to sell it to them, and they want to do it. They want to buy it. It's probably a pretty easy sale, So that's not as true. There's someone obsessed with like Oreos, and I try to sell them Thin Mints, like Girl Scout cookies. It's probably a better sale process. Probably a lot more success than doing it the other way, So that's the honest truth here. We want to qualify the seller the correct way. I'm going to make sure that you understand the questions to ask, so you're not selling peanut butter to people that are allergic to peanut butter. Okay, it's a silly analogy, I know, but it's the honest truth what people do in wholesaling real estate, and they get so confused and just disgruntled in acquisitions, and they feel like they can't do it. The truth is, if you know how to talk to somebody, just like in a smooth transitional way, it's not like you're sweating and shaking, which you can obviously work on. If you can just have a regular conversation with a human being, you can close a wholesaling deal and make a ton of money. Okay, it's really not complicated. The biggest issue I also see with people is they try to close deals over text or email because they don't want to call the seller. Guys, I just get out of this video right now. If you think closing a seller or doing acquisitions, it's all going to be done face-to-face or on your phone. Like, that's the way. If you're doing virtual wholesaling, we're going to be using our phone. We're going to use our phone a lot for physical wholesaling too, but you got to understand the phone and in-person is really where we do a lot of the work. This is as of 2022. This is how we're going to get a lot of our deals done. And this is really where we got to focus on. Unfortunately, that's the truth. I love to sugarcoat it and tell you there's a way to sell deals like that. No, a lot of people tell me use a VA for your acquisitions. Guys, you can get an acquisitions person. We can talk about that a little later. But the honest truth here is it's all about qualifying these sellers. And let's really break it down, because I feel like in today's video also, I really want to break it down for the more advanced people out here. I think it's pretty important too, that we need to get bigger margins. This is for the more advanced people, but I really want to show you exactly how to get large, fat margins on your wholesaling deals. Everyone comes up to me shocked. Like, I think it's one of the biggest skill sets I have. I try to just destroy my ego for everything, but I do understand my strengths in wholesaling. I think it's really important, especially as a business person, as a businessman, businesswoman, to understand your strengths and your weaknesses. I know a lot of my weaknesses sometimes comes from just doing manual work, and a lot of my strengths come from thinking outside the box on like crazy marketing stuff and really going out here and being very analytical with things. I can comp a property in like 5 seconds. But when it comes to me, like understanding drywall repair and like big like construction things, I'm not the expert on that. am way more than the expert on the business sense, the marketing sense, the analytical sense of there. It works really well for me. Now, Rick's really, really good at a lot of creative stuff. I'm very good at a lot of analytical stuff. Now, I can be very creative in wholesaling, especially from acquisitions, but just understand where your strengths and weaknesses are. And one of my biggest strengths that might have over Rick sometimes, not going to say it, but a lot of my biggest strengths sometimes is getting big fat margins. That's something that I've really honed down with myself, and especially with our business, that I've done very well. Rick gets massive deals too. He's definitely done a lot more massive deals than me, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to closing deals, like especially getting those like 50, 60, 70, 80, $90,000 deals, I've really honed down really hard on training and teaching people how to do it. And this is where I found the most success. Is our average deal for wholesaling real estate in my personal physical local wholesaling business is around $50,000 to $40,000, pushing 50 right now. We got a couple six-figure deals. We're vlogging. We're working on it. It's going to get pretty exciting to do. I can't wait to share it. But again, we're pushing a couple of them at the end of the year, which is insane. I don't think we got one in the beginning, and then we got two at the end, which is crazy. But the reason why is because we're getting very, very good at our acquisitions. We're just refining it every single year. I'm 22. Okay, so I started this business at 17. Okay, each year I'm refining my skills more and more and more, especially with running the business, that it just gets better and better and better and better. I mean, next year's going to be insane. But what I could tell you is I went from doing 0 six-figure deals to finally breaking the 1 and now hitting 3 for this year. It's just going to keep being pushed up more. So again, I feel like I'm one of the foremost people to teach this. I do it for free, obviously, but I feel like it's really important for us to hone down today. Again, I'm going to be ranting. I'm going to be ranting and raving today, so you're going to have to deal with it. I want to get in as much nitty-gritty detail in the acquisitions process as possible today. Guys, you know how serious I brought the coffee today, okay, on top of orange seltzer from Publix. Guys, I brought in the goods today because I really want to get in the nitty-gritty. I'll be for live as long as you guys have questions, but I'm telling you, bigger margins is going to be extremely important in this business, and there's a lot of the best way is obviously rapport and obviously getting the close, but I'll break it down a little further today in the video, but I'm really excited for this. I'm just telling you, if you're looking to get bigger margins, all you need to do is refine your skills in this business. And the biggest tip I can give to you for getting bigger margins in your business, it's not about the secret sales thing. It's just about getting 1% better at your sales pitch and 1% better at the beginning pitch, especially for virtual wholesaling, to just get that, to bring the deal from 20 to 40,000. It's not like this huge thing. It's like a tiny incremental way. It's sometimes even in the tonality that you say that's going to get you these deals. And I'm pretty excited about it. So let's get it. Again, I've said this so many stinking times. Talking to a seller is going to be a must. I wrote this down twice because I know it's that important. You have to talk to your sellers. This is going to be a must. To build trust with another human being, especially for virtual wholesaling and physical wholesaling real estate, you're going to have to talk to your sellers. Talking to your sellers is going to be an absolute, it's a minimum, okay? If you want to get these deals, I'm telling you, I don't teach you guys to make a tiny amount of money in wholesaling, okay? If I'm going to teach you, I want to give you the exact tools to make a ton of money. So let's break it all down. So what's the difference, guys, between virtual versus physical acquisitions in wholesaling real estate? What I can tell you off the bat today is virtual acquisitions. The most important part about this is speed. We're going to have to be extremely fast in virtual wholesaling because we got a lot of physical wholesalers going there trying to get deals. We're going to have to be very, very fast, speedy. We're going to have to push it a little farther than we're going to have to push it way more than my comfort level if I'm doing physical wholesaling. We're going to have to get a little more pushy with virtual. I'm not like that for physical. Our margin is going to be lower, obviously, because we're pushing it harder, but we need to be faster because we're doing it. So the biggest difference is you're closing on the phone for virtual versus in person. We're actually going to go in there and go in person and get it going. Let's get it. I'm telling you, the difference between a 7-figure wholesaler making $1 million per year versus $100,000 per year is literally a 1 to 2% difference in the way they do things in their operations. It's not a 50, 40. It's not this crazy mindset shift. It's just tweaking the tiniest parts of your business for maximum efficiency and strength. It's crazy. Everyone knows racing or aerodynamics or being faster in a boat or something. It's not about changing the entire way it does it. especially like rocketry. Like if you want to be faster at the rocket or whatever, like aerodynamics, it's like the tiny tweaks in the wing, which will make like an insane difference for everything. So that's the way this is in this business. So let's break it down. So number one, this is the biggest thing I tell you right now is rapport. Rapport is going to be the most important part about closing your wholesaling real estate deals in 2022. Rapport and speed. If you do not have speed, you will not be successful in this business. I know the turtle finishes last. The turtle's slow, but it finishes last or first. I'm telling you right now, screw that story today. Okay. Literally screw that story. I do not want to be going out here and talking about this, guys. Speed is going to be super important. We have to get to the seller as fast as possible and build the most rapport. The people that become very successful in this business are the ones that go to the seller first and can build an insane amount of rapport. If you can go to the seller first and build a decent amount of rapport, you'll win. If you're the best at rapport, but you're super slow, you probably won't win. So being fast and building rapport is very important. Building rapport doesn't even have to do with being best friends with the person. I know we've had a lot of acquisitions people in the past that are really good at building rapport, but sometimes they overbuilt the rapport and it just destroyed that whole business. So you have to understand, especially in the beginning for wholesaling real estate, building rapport is all about just having a connection with the seller. And it's really just a simple way to do it. And a lot of the rapport comes from the 80-20 approach. The 80-20 approach basically states that if you're talking to a seller, the best way to build rapport is you need the seller to be talking 80% of the time and you need to be talking 20% of the time. Now, how do we do this? We do one simple thing. We ask questions, specifically asking the right questions. So in wholesaling real estate, we need to be asking the right questions for our sellers. It's going to give us an insane advantage over everyone else. Most wholesalers like to talk about themselves, the benefits of their service. Guys, just ask the seller questions and genuinely care about their situation. How do you build rapport? Again, it's just a tiny mindset shift. For example, let's say your aunt, okay, she has a house that's going to be condemned or it's in pre-foreclosure. And she goes to you and says, hey, Zach, I need to get rid of this property. I have to sell it. What should I do? Now, what is the first thing you're going to ask that seller? What's the first thing a wholesaler is going to say? Oh, okay, Sally. What's the square footage of the property? How many bedrooms or bathrooms is it? What's the year built on the property? No, if someone just becomes vulnerable enough to share that information with you, you think the first thing you're going to ask them is in a salesperson's voice about the square footage of the property and everything and screw that, right? You're going to ask them, Sally, what happened? What's going on? How can I help you out? What's your situation? You need to sell the property? Oh, can you tell me why? Those are the questions, the tonality you have to ask. So the middle mindset shift there is asking, hey, what's going on with you? How can I help? And what can I do to help? Not telling, oh, Sally, you have to do this. No. How can I help you out? Well, I could possibly do this. Would this be something you're interested in? Stuff like that is the little difference you're going to have in your business over the average wholesaler. Every average wholesaler, when that person calls, they're going to be asking about the square footage, the age built. Oh, we could pay closing costs and do this. You're not going to talk to your aunt like that, right? Well, let me buy the house. I can help you out here. I want to help you out. I'll pay the closing costs. It's not like, well, our servicing company Solutions can go, oh, let me talk to my financing department. You ain't going to talk about that with Sally, right? You want to build that human connection. That's the little thing you have to be doing to build that human connection. It's all about rapport. Another thing you really have to be doing is probably one of the most important things, especially when building rapport, is going out there and learning the Ford method. If you're stuck in a conversation, you don't know how to build rapport with it, just think of FORD, like the truck. Ford, FORD. F is for family. How's their family going? Do they have a dog? Do they have kids, grandkids, whatever? Talk about the family. O, occupation. What do they do for a living? What do they used to do for a living? What do they want to do in the living in the future? Stuff like that. R, recreation. What they like to do for fun. Their favorite sports teams, like knitting, like fishing. Car people, what are they big fans of? D is dreams. What they want to do in the future and what are their dreams? I think it's really important we break that down for rapport, and it's probably one of the most important things we can talk about. Next here, guys, I've said this before. I'll say it one more time. It's just so important, guys. You got to stop being a salesperson, okay? I don't know why people keep doing this, but you are not selling a car. You're not doing this high pressure sales thing. You put too much pressure on the seller, you're going to lose the wholesaling deal, okay? You're going to go out there, be a friend, be an ally, be a support system for the person, be a friend to that seller and try to help them out. Okay. You're not going to go out here and try to do I need to sell right now and get this going right now. No. Okay. I can tell you right now, you have to not be a salesperson or just be like, I don't know how you really call it in the right way, but it's like, you don't want to be this rough and tough salesperson or to seem fake to the seller. You want to be real and genuine with your responses and your questions and act like you care, because you really should care. You have to have empathy, not sympathy. Most wholesalers have sympathy. Oh, your aunt died. Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Versus, I'm really sorry about that, your aunt. Like, you have to feel in your soul that like someone lost someone, like you have to feel for them and show actual emotions. Most salespeople don't. They have this fake smile, this weird voice. You just got to be genuine. Like I that's the way I do this YouTube channel. I can't do the fake. Like, I hate the fake voice. I hate the fake like sales thing. Like, I don't sell courses. That's just not who I am. Be genuine in your things and you'll have amazing results. Now, really, when you're talking to a seller, like I've said before, I cannot even say this like enough, but the 4 questions is probably one of the biggest things you can be talking about. And this is what I've said. Qualifying is one of the most important things for wholesaling real estate. And again, I am not going to stray away from this. Rapport is still going to be one of the most important things you can possibly do. So when you're talking to a seller, qualifying is one of the most number one things that we're going to spend most of your time. So when you have someone who says they're interested in selling their property, you're going to have to ask them these 4 questions to figure out if it's something you should go and try to get an appointment on and close, or if it's something that's probably maybe you should follow up and not deal with. Most wholesalers can't do this properly, and this is why they get stuck in their process. Now, the 4 questions, this is probably the most important questions you can ask. This has been done every single real estate sales book since 1972. So no one really invented this method. It's always been there. I have books on my bookshelf from the 70s right here that have the same things. Like, it doesn't change. It's tried and true, and it's going to be well for the next 30 years. Okay. Number 1, we're going to ask this person their motivation. Why are they looking to sell the property? What's their motivation, right? Next year's condition. What is the condition of the property? Okay. How's the property look? Does it need repairs? How's the roof, AC, flooring? Does it need updating? Things like that. That's going to help us figure out exactly what we need to do for the real estate. We can get some leverage, maybe use that to maybe sell a property, sell a deal for a house. We got to figure that out. Next year's time frame. When is the person looking to sell the property? Are they looking to sell within the next 10 days, a week, a year? When do we have to call them back? When do they want to get rid of the house and sell the house? Next year is price. What price you're looking to sell it? Like, what price do they got to get rid of the property for? 100,000, 200, 300. It's really, really important. Now, a lot of things people really get going on here is a lot of people think they have to be an expert in wholesaling to like have success in this business. And I already told you, I was 17. I got my first deal, $20K. I knew nothing about real estate. Okay. I barely knew what contracts were. I barely knew the cost of anything. I didn't even notice a roof leak on the house because I was that naive, but like I still got $20,000. You know why? I was not a real estate expert, but I just got the best price possible. Okay. Telling you, everyone thinks they have to be this expert in wholesaling real estate to know how to close these deals and do all this, guys. You have to be an expert in helping a person out and being genuine in your speak and in your language. That's what you have to be an expert at, not knowing the exact things for real estate. I mentioned this on acquisitions. We make sure everyone does this on appointment. Hey, I'm not the salesperson here. I'm just the person looking at the property and seeing if we can make something work. That's how we talk in our appointments. That's how we had the best results. So guys, remember, you don't have to be the expert, but the one thing I will tell you that I think there's really, let me write this down because I think I was writing this down this morning, but what I can tell you is you don't have to be an expert in real estate, but the one thing you do need, this is really, really important, but it's confidence. Okay. You're going to have confidence in your wholesaling and your abilities to help the seller out. Let me repeat this one more time. If you do not have confidence, you're going to have a very, very hard time on pushing your deals to the next level. A lot of the difference between people getting $15,000 on a wholesaling deal and $40,000 is going to be confidence. That's going to be the secret sauce of how we're going to get deals here. If you can build rapport, have speed, and have extreme confidence in yourself, it's going to be super, super important. Okay. I can tell you right now, right off the bat, the people that display more confidence are going to have better results. When I go on a deal, when I talk to a seller, I have the utmost confidence in the world that I can get that deal done. Why? Is it because I'm being arrogant? No, it's because I've done so many of these deals before. I literally talk about this business all the time. I live, eat, breathe, whatever this business. Like I do it all. And when I go talk to a seller, or if I have to go on an appointment with someone and I have to close that deal, I can close it every single way possible. I've been in every single situation. I've put in my hours. I've been in that dorm room cold calling. I know exactly how to close these deals. There's not 1 ounce in my body when I talk to a seller, knowing that I do not have the ability to close a deal. I have all the confidence in the world. I can go out there and do it. And I have confidence too, that if the deal's just not a good number, I'm not going to go out there and sign the contract. I'm very confident. I do a lot of the push-pull methods too. I think it's pretty important to do. So once we find out that someone has those 4 questions and they want to sell the property, they're ready to go, what we're going to do is we are going to condition the seller, okay? I think this is very important, and this is one that few people talk about. You usually got to pay about $5K to learn this method, and this is a really important method before you talk to someone over virtual wholesaling versus actually, like for virtual wholesaling or physical wholesaling. It's all about conditioning the seller. Conditioning the seller is going to be the difference between us wasting our time and not wasting our time. I'm not going to call it the most important thing, but it's going to be very important for us not wasting our time. So a lot of people get burnt out in wholesaling real estate, especially the acquisitions process, because they're selling peanut butter. People are allergic to peanut butter. Again, we're going to ask them if they want to sell the property. You go through the 4 questions. That's going to help us a lot. But that's not going to be like the test run. Now, if you go out there and here's an issue a lot of wholesalers have. Let me give you a quick story. A lot of issues sellers have in wholesaling, wholesale. Blah. It's a live video, guys. Cut me some slack. But biggest issues I see with wholesalers starting out is they'll go, the person's qualified, they're ready to go, everything sounds great, and then they just spit out a number. Or they say, hey, what price do you want to sell? Oh, I need to sell for 120. Oh, I'll give you 110. They say, okay, we'll think about it. And then they never get a call back. And my team goes and locks up the deal for 100. And you're kicking and screaming, saying, oh, that's stupid. I can't believe I didn't get that deal. Oh, wholesaling's rigged. It's the worst. It's just all against me. But the honest truth is, because you said the number first and they weren't ready to sell. You do not want to spill your candy out in the lobby. I think that's from You Can't Teach a Kid to Ride a Bike at a Seminar. I think that's a Sandler sales training thing. But what I can tell you, first of all, is you do not want to give your offer out unless the person is ready to make a commitment there. Let me say this one more time. In virtual wholesaling and physical wholesaling, if the seller is not ready to make a commitment, a yes or no commitment, we are not going to give them an offer, because they're going to use that offer as leverage. They're going to think about it, and you're going to get that objection, and you're just going to lose the whole deal. So we only give offers when someone is ready to make a yes or no commitment. A maybe, call me when you're ready to make a decision. I'm not wasting my time with a maybe where I have to think about it. I eliminate that. That is the worst thing for wholesaling. You lose so many deals doing that, guys. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars doing that until I started conditioning my seller. So you guys got to write this down one more time. Okay. This is a rule. This is a law of the land. This isn't, in this circumstance, no. You do not give an offer to your seller, a legitimate ready offer, unless they are ready to give you a yes or no commitment. Black or white, yes or no. How do we do this? Ready? Hey, Mr. Seller, give you a call back. Hey, I saw you looking to sell the property for 110. We went over everything. I'm ready to go, ready to help you out on this property. The one thing I need from you, Mr. John, is I need to make sure, see if you're ready to make a commitment right now. If I give you an offer on the property, I can get a yes or a no if you're ready to make a decision today on selling your house. Or you can be like, hey, Mr. John, I'm ready to go buy the property, go look at it with you at 2:00 today. Before I get started, I just don't want to waste your time, my time. I know your time is very valuable. If I go by there and I'm ready to present you an offer on the property, are you going to make a yes or no decision? Are you firm and clear about making a decision to sell the property, yes or no today? They say yes, go over there, get it done. Because if they give us a maybe or I don't know, then we'll say, hey, John, remember you told me that? And they're like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay. If you don't do this, you're going to lose out on so many deals. You're going to get frustrated and you're going to stop going on appointments, and then you're going to start losing some real deals. Okay. I tell you right now, I cannot say this enough. Condition the seller. If you have any questions, let me know, guys. This is a live video. I will go for 5 hours today. If you need me to talk about acquisitions, I will. I'm not lying. If that is what it takes to get someone to sell a deal and change their life, I'll do it. I don't think I need that much time, but hey, if you need it, wherever. Everyone does know I have a Dolphins game today. There's a big Dolphins game today, but I'll put the Dolphins game on the other screen if I'm answering questions that long, if I have to. But the next part here is when we give the offer. I think this is about giving the offer, the close negotiation, stuff like that. We're going to have to break down some pain points. When we're talking to the seller, we're understanding the motivation. They're wanting to sell, especially cash, because there's some painful parts of the property. Maybe it's their motivation. Maybe it's the issue with the property. We're really going to break down the pain points of why someone wants to sell the property, especially for cash, why they want to get rid of the house, why they have to deal with all this stuff, right? We want to break down the pain points on why someone wants to sell the property. Hey, John, I know you want to get rid of this property because it's got a lot of issues. And then before you give the offer, you want to break down these pain points. It'll help you out a lot. Oh, Mr. John, or Mr. Smith, I know you're looking to sell because of, you got to move to Ohio in a month. I know all the pain, like how painful it is moving. I understand how painful it is if you're going to put on the market deal with this. You're going to have to do the roof. You're going to have to redo everything, the lawn. Considering that, how much do you need to sell the property for? And then you go from there. Next here's the offer ARV. Again, figuring out ARV. Guys, it's all on freewholesaling.com. This is not an ARV guide. So if you want to learn exactly how to do it, all you got to do is head over to freewholesaling.com. It's our ARV guide, how we formulate our offers, everything. It's off there. If you want to do that, it's at freewholesaling.com. Next here is probably the most important parts you guys are watching. This is the close. I think it's pretty important to break that down. I'm ready to go for it. So what I can tell you right now is the close. People make it seem like it's like this big, like crazy thing. Like, oh, we're ready to go for the close. We're ready for the big close. It's going to be the most amazing thing ever. The honest truth about it is the close isn't even like the hardest part. The close should be the easiest part for you, okay? Everyone makes it like so stressful. Like, guys, if the numbers don't work for you, that's why the offer ARV we spend the most time, like a lot of time, is because if it's not a good deal, if it's not good, if it's just not going to work for us, then no hassle, right? We conditioned the seller. We did everything we could. So the close is obviously we don't give the offer first. We want them to give the offer first. So, hey, Mr. Seller, I appreciate you bringing by the property, or appreciate you talking to me about the property. I think this might be something we might be willing to buy. Again, you said you were looking to sell for 110, but because of that, it might not work. Again, this needs a little more work than we thought. How much do you really need to get rid of this if we can close in X amount of days? That's one example. They already gave the price, right? Another one could be, hey, Mr. Seller, this property needs a little more work than I thought. You're going to bring up a pain point. If we're able, like the what ifs, if I was able to close in about 30 days, like how much do you really need to get rid of the property for so I can go buy it? You see how I didn't want to sell or need to sell? I said need to sell over want to sell. It's going to be a huge difference. It's going to give you so much more results. I could tell you right now. Okay. Like most people get that wrong. And then we go from there. We do a little negotiation, make it a win-win, obviously. But just understand that you got to get the deal done. There's a special margin out there of getting a good wholesaling deal, because if you go too low in the offer, you could lose the entire deal. So it's a yin and a yang. You don't want to push it too hard, but you want to get enough of it's a good deal. And you don't want to gouge a seller too much if you know it's not in their best interest. So you really got to help them out here. Next here is tonality. Again, this is another thing not a lot of people talk about, but tonality is super important. Tonality comes from the way you speak. If you're speaking like a crazy guru salesperson, you ain't going to do good. If you talk calm, you're going to talk calm. I think it's really important, especially in acquisitions, that we match tonalities with someone. So if I'm talking to you and I'm talking all hyper and super excited, and like, how's it going today? How blah, 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 blah. Like, you're going to have to match my energy, because the seller, psychologically, there's two laws and two rules of psychology, especially with sales and for wholesaling real estate, that I figured out that's helped me out a lot. And this is something to help you build rapport, which you don't even have to know crazy stuff to help build your rapport. And this is like the part where you can actually go out there and bring a $15,000 deal into a $50,000 deal by just matching tonalities. So what is it? To a human being, a person, psychologically, they like people that are like themselves. I'm going to repeat that one more time. They like people that are like themselves. So if I'm this crazy brash guru who has Rolexes, I could buy all these things if I was. So if I bought Rolexes, my own Rolls Royce, start whipping a Urus. I got my Balenciaga stuff everywhere. Okay. And I meet someone who does the same thing. I'm going to love that person. They're flashy. They speak highly of themselves and they're all like blah, 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 all rah, 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 rah. You're probably going to be more attracted to liking that attracted like as a friend to that person than someone who is calm. They're very minimalistic. They're chilled out. They're relaxed. They meditate like crazy. They ain't going to do well. Now, if you're like that, like Buddhist type meditation person that meditates all the time, like you go with the flow, like you're really calm, very sweet, generous, nice person, you're probably going to be you're going to think people who are that way, more generous, nice, calm, like the same things you do, you're probably going to want to, go with that person for wholesaling than the other person. So you got to understand what kind of vibe, what kind of personality trait someone is. Some people are just fiery personality types. Look up personality color traits. That's a great one. I have that in freewholesaling.com. I kind of break down like the personality traits, stuff like that. But I think it's pretty important to know you got to match someone's vibe on it. Some people, different vibes, you can do well too, but that's mostly like the thing you're going to do. They talk very slow and drawn out. You should probably talk slower, more drawn out, right? Next here is objections. And a lot of people they put a lot of weight with objections. And I have honestly found that, okay, so what I can tell you is with objections, I think a lot of people put too much weight in the objections. Like I said before, I see some funny comments. I gotta start looking at comments when I'm talking sometimes, just seeing if there's anything wrong with the audio or something. But a lot of people think like there's these crazy objections that are going to go out here and change everything for wholesaling. Like that's just going to stop you and like just stop. Like there's this one objection that's going to stop you in your tracks. I can tell you right now, in 5 years of wholesaling real estate, there's not been one objection that's completely stopped me for wholesaling. They're just objections that someone that's caught up in their head that why they don't want to sell with you. And it comes to a point. The only objection really that could stop is, hey, I want more for the property. Hey, mister, I can't help you do with that. If you want to sell more, I go with a realtor. That's the only objection you're really going to get, someone wanting more for their house and you can't do it. You can't force it. You can't put a square peg in a round hole. I found out that saying, but you can't do it, right? Like you got a spade's a spade, right? You got to call a spade a spade. It ain't a diamond. Okay. You're playing poker. You got 4 hearts. You want the 5th one to be a heart and, it's a spade. You ain't going to make that a heart. Okay. Like it ain't going to do it. Okay. So unfortunately, that's the truth for like with objections. You're going to have to just answer them confidently. Everyone has an objection that hits them up. I get asked all the time and I answer it every single time. Those are the objections. So again, at the end of the day, when it really comes to getting extra money, like increasing your margins for your wholesaling real estate deals, it's going to be having that tonality, the way you speak, the way you close your seller, and actually going out here, it's going to give you the best results possible. And it's going to help you so much. So that's the last thing I can really tell you right now before we get into Q&A here is the objections you're going to get are not going to define you. It's how confident you are in doing it. Sellers give you objections sometimes to test you. And if you can answer it confidently, you're going to do well. So that's acquisitions. That's kind of like my mini seminar course on it. If you guys can notice, I keep this business really simple. Most people that complicate this business do not do well. This is a very simple business in and out. It's tough with a lot of the marketing, but going out here and having conversations with sellers and just getting prices for the lowest price and then selling it for a profit, it's what I do. There's nothing really else, nothing really fancy, nothing insane with it. So let's answer some questions. Let's see how I can help the people out today. Let's see what I can do to change some lives. I'm ready to go. Plug Me Radio says, I find matching the personality does work. It makes them feel comfortable, in my opinion. I agree as well. Perfect. Zach with the Balenci. I'm not wearing a Balenciaga, okay? This is not a Balenciaga, okay? I just like collared shirts. I think they're professional enough for a live stream. You look where I don't look too homeless, but I don't know. I like regular t-shirts too, so. I'm wholesaling for revenues to park. Okay, we're not going to be talking about this. I get it. He's investing his stuff. I'm talking about wholesaling strictly. Yep. Accountability. So does New York take 50 days to close? A lot of deals like that in New York, yes. But again, you got to understand which way to do it the right way. A seller gave me a price on the house, but is being lazy to send photos in the inside. Well, I'd lock up the contract, then get photos, and then do whatever you want to do from there. Honestly, like between you and me, Brandon, what I have found is literally locking it up before, so you don't lose the deal, and then getting pictures after they're being lazy. And then you can always renegotiate from there. What do you mean by conditioning the seller? Could you break it down? Willem, we kind of said it before, making sure the seller is ready to make a decision, yes or no. Hey, Mr. Seller, you ready to make a decision, yes or no, on selling the property? That's really how we do it. Zach, if you give an offer without seeing the property, what would be the seller's thoughts? Well, if I can't get pictures from the person, hey, I trust you, Mr. Seller, in the condition. I'm trusting you here, and then we'll confirm it with pictures later. You just got to say you trust the seller, and then you can renegotiate from there. I agree with Zach about conditioning the seller. Awesome. What's up, Griffin? How are you? Let's see. You are amazing, Stoney. Thanks again. I get my first deal. I'll send you a gift. You got this. Good advice. Thank you so much. Matthew, what is up? How many deals do you guys do on versus off market? I have 2 that are choice on market, but not sure how to work with agent. I would say 98% of my deals are off market. Hey, Rick or Zach, what would you say the seller says, I'll think about it? You did not condition the seller. Nathan knows what's up. Condition the seller. Let's see here. Adam says, what do you say to those who would say, well, you had your dad, of course, so it's easy? Well, what I'd say to that is I'll just quit wholesaling and to make you feel better. Like, I have my dad. Like, what am I going to do about it? If you can erase my brain and then me try to earn it back, that'd be cool. Of course I had my dad. Of course he was there. Of course, if it wasn't for him, I would not even learn wholesaling real estate. So attributing my success to him, 100%. Like, do you think Gary Vee doesn't attribute his success to his dad, helping him out a lot? Like everyone does, right? I think it's a really important thing to say it. I get asked this all the time. Of course I attribute it. I learned a lot of wholesaling, and I probably did a lot of it for free, especially back in the day because of him and seeing how he does it. But guess what I did instead? I could have just hoarded all the information in my head and not taught anyone, or I could just give everything he taught me to you guys, and I can be like your dad for wholesaling, right? That's what I chose to do. That's it. All the knowledge he learned, he gave it to me, and then I just disseminated it online for free. I'm a little better online than him, going to be honest. And I go live a lot more and longer. So basically, he taught me wholesaling, and then everyone's like, "Oh, you thought you were wholesaling?" Guess what I did? I taught you that. I taught you everything he taught me and more. And guess what? Now I point the finger at you and say the same exact thing. You learned exactly what Rick taught me. So haha in your face. I don't hide it. Like, he's my dad, of course. I'm half of him. I mean, genetically, but yeah. Confidence is such a master key, of course. Confidence comes from experience and knowing. And one last thing, Adam. A lot of stuff he taught me is mostly in the fundamentals. I didn't learn virtual from him. I didn't learn cold calling from him. A lot of the stuff I did, I learned myself too. But again, I learned SMS text blasting by myself. But definitely a lot of lessons he taught me, I attributed it, put it in there, and helped me out a lot. Hi, could you please explain how I get my fee from title company? And one last thing, Adam, I want to say this thing. There's not been one wholesale on the face of this planet that's alive today that learned wholesaling from zero. Like, they didn't learn from anything. They were born one day, and one day they said, I should assign a real estate contract. They haven't seen one thing. They just organically in 2014 just came up with that in their heads. There's not one person. They all had mentors. They all looked at someone for free. I just got taught it from a different person. Confidence is a master key. Confidence comes from experience and knowing that you and your buyers can perform 100%. Hi, can you please explain how I can get my fee from title company? Because I live in another country, so it's impossible for me to cash a check. Talk to the title company. Allow them can work with you. Western Union, PayPal, anything like that. 4 questions again: motivation, condition, time frame, price. I'm new on West Coast. How and what to use to put offers in email to an agent. I love your channel, and I posted to JV as someone to get my feet wet. All right. So you want to put offers in an email to an agent. You're just going to have to write contracts. There's some softwares you can do to like mass do it, but I'm not going to get in that. Is it legal? Is it not? It's kind of a gray area, so we're not going to talk about that. But what I can tell you is just copy and paste and send the contracts out. Like you're going to have to do about a couple hundred before you even get any looks. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. You is for you and me. Oh my gosh. Shout out to SpongeBob. Me and Plankton out here chilling. Ford, family, occupation, recreation, James. Shout out to Nathan. He's going out here and he's actually writing the notes down for you guys. I appreciate that. Matthew's got a good one here. At what point do you suggest building out a website for credibility? I was going to use profits from this deal to launch LLC, get PropStream, buy unique business cards, launch a website. Now, Matthew, what I can tell you is I have one thing better than any website could, and those are deeds. I'll tell you that, Matthew. So not to trounce on anyone that doesn't, but the best credibility piece I've seen in wholesaling real estate today are deeds. So when I'm going out here and my team's going to go close on a deal and they say, how do I know? How do I trust you? What can I do? They say, hey, go look up this LLC in the St. Lucie or the Orange County, Florida public records. We've bought 4 properties in this zip code this month right here. You can look it up. It's all public record. Then they ask someone else, Guru Company LLC, how many properties do you buy? They didn't buy anything. The seller's going to go back and say, well, it looks like you're the only one out of the 4 other wholesalers that actually bought properties and actually closed on them for cash. I'll go with you. Versus John Sally Home Buyers, which has this beautiful website of like this fake family and like just stock photo images. No, they're going to look at people who actually buy properties cash. Right here, buddy. They don't care I'm flipping them. They know they can have certainty. They've seen me sign my deeds. I still sign the deeds. Like it's still electronically, but the name's still on there when people want to look me up. Guys, look me up on public. I got some trust, land trust, stuff like that still. So a lot of like not 100% of the deals are public record, but a good amount of them are. And you can just look up names on public record and see who's buying the deeds, either me, someone in my company, or the LLC or the corporation's doing it. It gives me the best possible credibility. Because I saw Matthew saying you're buying property, so that's a big advantage you can have. Websites are great. A Facebook page might be good. I don't think I've sold a deal just from a Facebook or website, but definitely the deed thing, it's helped me out. And a lot of people do look up like the YouTube channel and stuff, like when we try to sell deals. And I don't think it's a pro or a con. I still don't know. Most sellers will not feel comfortable telling you their personal issues until you warm up with them. William, you have a point there. A lot of them won't, but they'll give you a fake reason why they want to sell the house, and then you can go in from there. I promise they'll give you a fake reason. And a lot of people surprisingly will just cut to the chase if you care. Love it. Let's start this new year with a new tax bracket. I love it. That's all you got to do, man. But unfortunately for me, my tax bracket stays the same 21%, but whatever. If you guys know the joke, corporate tax rate's the same. So unfortunately, tax bracket stays the same, but whatever. Stoney, I told her, let's start your 22 275K in your bank account and the deal under contract for 60. She liked that. I like it. That's a good line, man. Matthew, what is up? I don't think I've ever seen you on here. So shout out. Appreciate you commenting and just providing value. I see you providing value in the comments. So it means a lot. We really appreciate that. And thank you so much, man. Love it. Matthew, let everyone know, Matthew, if you have a market, let everyone know what market you're in if you want to JV as somebody, or like put in your email, hey, it's Matthew Kane at whatever.com. JV, if you have a deal in North Carolina, right? I think a lot of people like you, Justin, Plug Me Radio, everyone that's like provides value in these comments, guys, just promote yourself. Like if you ain't gonna, as long as you're not gonna sell a course, but promote yourself for JV. You could make, like I tell you, make 100K from my channel. If you're like Justin and you're always in the live stream answering comments and helping people out with the stuff that I talk about, people DM you and like, hey Justin, I got a deal in your market here. Let's JV. I'm telling you can make 100K just watching my live streams doing that. And I don't want any of your money either. I just think you providing value, it should come back to you. Good luck, bro. Time is of the essence. Sellers told me don't call on Friday or Saturday. I threw New Year's party, giving her until Wednesday with offer from today. Wish me luck. Best luck. Justin, aka Stony Madison, smash that like button, y'all. Let's get it. Guys, remember, on Friday, we are having our massive 2021 Wholesaling Real Estate end of year extravaganza. Okay. I'm going to go as live until I pass out on Friday. Okay. To celebrate the new year, celebrate such an amazing year that you guys have given me. Such an amazing year of wholesaling. It's been the greatest year of my life, hands down. And to 2022 being even a better year, more profits, helping more people's lives. I'm going to really just try to pull as many people that have gotten deals from me. I want to give all those people a shout out. I want to give them their awards. I want to celebrate everyone's wins from everyone following me, getting the value that they got from us. I really want to do that. So guys, this Friday, I think in the morning, we'll probably do a ton of hours of live, kind of like we did Christmas Eve, but probably a lot more reminiscent and talking about most of the time. I think Rick will hop on, but we're going to talk about all about that. That'll be a tiny part, but most of it, we're going to talk about wholesaling in 2022 and like exactly how to just crush 2022. So we're pretty excited about that. And it'll be before all the football games, obviously, but we'll break it down. XNL Group says, I got it for 180 on the phone, but I need 150, 160. I was wondering if you could help me out, bring him on the appointment, and what do I fill the contract? Yeah, DM me. I'll close the deal right now. I don't care. Ooh. Let's see here. Let's see here. Closing on the phone for virtual must be fast. 100% agree with you there. Love the bigger margins. Why be it cheap? It's true. How to get bigger margins again? It's going to be, and it's going to end up being rapport and speed. It's going to be really important for you to be able to do that. Same owner from 20K. Assignment I nailed today. Got to pull the bigger group. I'd be willing to even go to 250, but I don't want to leave too much on the table. Perfect. 17 to age 22. Zach is a beast, guys. You don't even want to see what's happening in the 20s. In my 20s, it's guys. Like we'll talk about on Friday a little too. This YouTube channel, you even know it's going to hit you. I'm telling you. Like wholesaling, I get better and better at doing this, and I'm providing more and more value. So pretty excited about that. Let's see. There are 6 houses on one street that the one owner owns. I have a buyer that's offered me 300. If I can get under contract, I offered 215 today. Buyer and owner do not get along, so I'm in the green. Beautiful. I wonder why they don't get why they're not friendly with each other. Is there a place I can see how the structure group of wholesaling acquisition, freewholesaling.com? Again, freewholesaling.com is where everything is at. My average is about 40K. Nope, it's inactive, and there is nothing you can do with your personal investment goals. Won't be bothered disclosing until you have fiduciary obligation to do it when it's active. Hey, Zach, help. It's Danny. Danny, what's up? Danny's from Orlando. I think I have a deal. Well, let me know about it. I'll help you out. Get bigger margins through asking the right questions, of course. Oh, yeah. Nice shirt, Zach. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Rick doesn't seem, he's not a big fan of the license. Other people have different opinions. We're not big fans of it because we've seen the NAR get rid of people's assignment fees. But it's not the end of the world. No LC in place for the first sale is going to use profits to launch LLC. Yeah. I always say 2, but if you're doing really well, I do that. Zach, I have an expired real estate license that I can pay $160 renew and inactive. Any value in that, or just let it die? Matthew, what state are you in? That'll probably help me out a lot too. I would say renewing. I mean, you already got it. I don't think it's going to be the worst. I think 160 would probably be worth it, unless you didn't have the money for it. But it's all ultimately up to you. 17 years old here, trying to get into the business. I like how everything you do is free. Nate, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guys, freewholesaling.com is where it's at. I appreciate that. What's your opinion on the guy that says they can guarantee you 2 to 3 deals a week? Those are gurus who are trying to sell you stuff. All right. So the questions we got. All right, I'm just getting started. So Matthew says, what website builder do you suggest? Carrot. I suggest PropStream. So PropStream actually lets you build a website, and that's really cool, guys. If you go to freewholesaling.com, I have the whole tutorial in there. You can actually build a Carrot type website legit through PropStream, all for free. Like, not a lot of people know PropStream does this. You can literally build your own website on PropStream, like a seller intake website. So again, Matthew, you kind of broke down a little more of like credibility. I'm not saying not get a website. I don't think a website's going to be like the game changer. Like it's going to change your entire world. But I think it's still important to have it. Like you just do it once and it's kind of there, Maybe you have to buy a domain or something. But I can tell you right now, PropStream, you can build a website through it. Just go through freewholesaling.com, go to the PropStream tutorial, and it's right there. I think it's under the complete one, but it was like a 2-hour PropStream tutorial I did. I go in a lot of detail. Brandon! Love you, bro. Yeah, like the video. Appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to give everyone, I'll give everybody 15 seconds, okay? I won't do anything for 15 seconds, so you have no excuse not to go right here and like the video, okay? I'm going to do nothing for the next 10 seconds, so you can just go hit that like button. I'm not going to say anything you're going to have to write down. All right? Just like the video, okay? 5 seconds, like the video. Subscribe while you're at it too. Okay, like the video. Okay, now we can start speaking facts, all right? Start spinning facts. Contracts for sub-2s. We use regular contracts, but again, we have some lawyers for some stuff in Florida. So we're kind of interesting with it. Zach, I have a Target house that's owned by a living trust. Can't find the phone number. Should I just handwrite a letter to the trust or county give the address on the record? Go to the property appraiser. There should be a mail address, and then skip trace that mailing address. It should pop up, unless it's like a P.O. box. Find the mailing address, then put that mailing address in truepeoplesearch.com. Truepeoplesearch.com, TruePeoplesearch.com. Dylan, what is up? Dylan says, if you have a cash offer accepted by a seller, which works for a wholesale, then you decide you want to hold it as a rental, how do you secure financing to buy the house at the agreed price? And you just get a regular loan if you want to, but I would wholesale first, I'll get a wholesaling business before you get rentals. Dylan, let me know. I remember talking to you Christmas Eve. How that deal went? How did that deal go? Please let me know. Thanks, Zach, for all you do. Blessings. Can you explain how to close? Hold on. Let's see here. I gotta check one thing real quick. Can you explain? Here we go. Can you explain how to close once you've gotten both contracts signed? Once you get both contracts signed, once you get the purchase and sale agreement, you put the earnest money with the title company, and then we get the assignment of contract. You sign that, bring that back to the title company. Hey Zach, how do I find the best places to wholesale in Cali? Central Valley is going to be the best place. RJ says, "Hey bro, I own the rights to closing 108." What he's trying to say here is I had someone who gave the audacity, because I did wholesaling houses 10 something on one of my titles, and someone got the trademark to wholesaling land, and they're like, "You can't say wholesaling land in your title. I'm going to copyright you and take down your YouTube channel." It was the biggest joke I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was actually a guru who had that. I think it was probably one of the funniest things ever. It was extremely sad. It was terrible. I can tell you right now. I had someone try to take down one of my YouTube videos because I had wholesaling land on it, and they trademarked wholesaling land. You literally, it was the craziest thing ever. I just thought it was funny. Like, you see everyone post stuff like that. Like, you see Mr. Beast, he'll post like Squid Games, just the word Squid Games. It's not getting taken down, okay? Squid Games ain't going to take that down because it's not trademark. You can't trademark an idea or a title for a social media post. It's a joke. Let's see here. Andreas, can you explain the best way to estimate repair costs if you can't find property? PropStream's the best, but wait, if you can't visit property, the best way to do it is just by guesstimating the repair price. By square footage, if you just go to freewholesaling.com, we have a cool little handy chart for it. It'll kind of break it down like the best way possible. But what I can honestly tell you there, Andreas, but the best way to honestly estimate the repair costs between you and me is just to go out there and call like contractors, roofing people, even like pool people, roofers, AC people, people that do demos, Blue Hammer on PropStream if you can do it on freewholesaling.com. It'll be all in there, and it'll kind of break down exactly like how to be doing it the right way. Kimberlyn, hi, my seller's using an attorney. I don't have an LLC. Is it okay to send my contract to the attorney? Deal is in Chicago. Yeah. You don't need an LLC for that. Do you think websites? I don't think a website is needed. What's the best way to respond or deal with when asked for proof of funds? The best way I deal with it, like if someone's a proof of funds, is first of all, I don't get asked for proof of funds because I need confidence. I think that's a pretty important one also to say. You're going to have confidence with your seller. Like, you won't really be asked for proof of funds, which I think is pretty cool. But you can either give them a proof of funds or just give your cash buyers proof of funds. And that's your partner's proof of funds, and it should work. Matt says, D answer, do you need a double close to get that? We have 22 doors, but not under the new LLC, just dedicated to wholesaling. If you have 22 doors you own, you can use that as I own property and I can buy them. It doesn't have to be in the LLC. I have multiple LLCs I buy properties in, so all for tax stuff. So we're going to schedule 101. Yeah. Jacko, all you got to do is go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. Again, that is Wholesaling Houses for Real. One last time, Wholesaling Houses for Real. That is exactly where you can find it. Wholesaling Houses for Real is where on Thursdays, but it's going to be this Friday. You can do a one-on-one Zoom with me. Not a Zoom, but like a video chat type thing, and we can talk. What's up, Ryan? James is in Chicago. If Everyone wants to JV with him. Appreciate you going out there. All righty. Yeah, scroll over and see the new comments. Plug Me says, it depends on how the approach was to the seller. I always find the seller who told me everything only because I said, tell me about your property and why you're selling, and I stayed quiet. Yeah. Hello, Zach. Can you send me a copy of an excellent one-page lease option or land trust contract? Do you recommend one page? With creative financing, I tell everyone he's a lawyer. The laws are just too different in every state. You can get away with like generic ones. For most people, you need to get a lawyer for that one. Most regular subject twos, you can use the PS purchase and sale agreement. Lease option, you just get a regular lease option too if you want. But I would tweak it for some title companies will do it for you for free, but a lot of lawyers you're going to have to, and they're not going to do a pro bono. Andrea says, ever have a situation where you or the seller couldn't find the other heirs to property which held up the deal? The title company would be doing that, not me. And usually an heir will like contest to it, so you really won't get that big of a deal on it. Ryan says, I'm getting started in wholesaling. Love your input. Ryan, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. That actually means a lot to me. So Ryan, thank you so much. You're awesome. Stay awesome. If you want to JV in Arkansas, I have all the cash buyers on speed dial. I love it, guys. Hit up Matthew. Matthew, let everyone know how to hit you up if they got a deal in Arkansas. Hit that like button. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate it. Do you also flip your own deals, Zach? Nathan, yes, I do. Some of the deals that are better, I'll flip them myself just to get extra profit. But again, me and Rick kind of own the same business, so we both do it. And we own our creative financing stuff together, stuff like that. I'll be on the live as well Friday coming up. Your channel gets me pumped up. Yeah! Love to see it. Love to hear it. Matt says, for Memphis, my best bud from high school closed 200 deals this year and expects to do 250. I can link you up to him if he rocks it. Awesome. Hit up Eric. Eric's in Central Indiana. Thank you for going out there and JVing and providing value. I need leads in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Sorry. Can flip those fast for VRBOs if anyone wants to bird dog. Matthew, let everyone know where to hit you up. What email? Where do they send the deals, man? We got to know. I'm guessing Facebook, but you're the GOAT. Andy Verse, thank you so much. It means the world to me that you think of that, or you just providing the value, like the value to my channel to support. It means the world to me. Okay. It means everything. I really appreciate it. How do you file tax with your wholesaling gains? Regular income. I have another corporation, then other tax stuff, so I don't pay as much taxes. A lot of depreciation for just rentals and stuff we own. So it gets a little weird, but it's really good. All right, Tony. What's up, Tony? Zach, what do you say when someone tells you they want to sell, just not the moment? Well, find what time they want to do it and then follow up with them from there. Like, that's the only way I could really break it down. DM you? Yeah, DM me on Instagram. ECAD Kate says, if you could use only one method of marketing for wholesaling, what would it be and why? Cold calling. It's scalable. You can gain your skills by doing it as a beginner, and you can do a very high level wholesaling deals with it or very low level. How many conversations a day to a deal? Technically one, if it's a good conversation, right? Roughly, you're going to have to do a lot of cold calling to get a deal. So I would say 100 conversations probably get you there. They could be shorter though. Is it worth like 230? We agreed on the phone for 180. Should I lock it up? Lock it up for as low as you can. I mean, if you know, will it sell to a cash buyer, Danny, for 230? You got to let me know. What will it sell? Not what's worth what it'll sell to a cash buyer for. Lock it up though. Usually go in person, lock it up. That'd be my opinion. Harold says, hey, Zach, how do you negotiate with the seller when you already locked the deal up too high? You basically just come clean to the seller. Like, hey, Mr. Seller, this deal, after looking a little more, it's a little too, it's pricier than I thought. I'm going to have to be at price for the house. Then if they don't want to do it, get out of it. If they do, they'll probably renegotiate. It'll be fine. So a lot of their sellers will be like, oh, okay, that's fine. Michael says, liked. Thank you for liking it. I appreciate it, man. It means the world to me. Done that. What I can do. Appreciate it. Hit that like. Everyone's liking it. Okay. I don't know if you can like it twice, but that'd be cool. Appreciate it. Done. I appreciate it. What method of advertising do you use? Cold calling versus direct mail? How does one work and others don't? So in my business, like in my local market, cold calling, SMS, and direct mail are the three best. Most of my deals come from direct mail. Hence, not most wholesalers do it, but that's why I was so passionate about direct mail. Rick created a direct mail course for free. If you guys want to learn direct mail, it's mailingmastery.com. The reason why we always preach about mailingmastery.com is because most people don't get in direct mail because there's always a $5,000, $10,000 course to really learn how to do it the right way. We decided to do it for free. And I get asked this question, like, what's your biggest direct mail? And it's like, what's your biggest marketing method? And it's like, it's direct mail. And they're like, well, how do you do direct mail? And you always see courses. And then like everyone wanted to get direct mail, but they had to buy courses. I'm like, shoot, we got to make a direct mail course for free. And that's kind of what it is. So I prefer cold calling over direct mail. Like if you're newer or you don't have the money to spend. But for our business, direct mail works best. For most 7-figure wholesalers, direct mail is where it's at. So for 7 figures and up, I wanted to give a course for them because I gave out freewholesaling.com. That's kind of how we created Mailing Mastery. Let's say I bring him down to 150 on the appointment. When should I fill the contract? After the appointment? No, when you're there at the appointment, Danny. So fill out the contract before and then have them sign at the appointment. But don't fill out the price because you can always go lower. Thanks, Tony. My goal is 20 combos a day. Sweet. What's the best place to wholesale in TPA? At Tampa? City? Just include the AM and make it Tampa. It's way easier. Okay. Best place to wholesale in Tampa is probably going to be east or west. So a little more out in the suburbs. If I need a real estate attorney close in the state, do I send the contract to the attorney or the title company? If it's an attorney state, the attorney. Dylan! Woo! Dylan finally locked up the deal on Christmas Eve, 20 minutes after talking with you in your live. Got the lead from someone drawing for dollars from me, just as you said. Thanks a million, brother. Bro, I knew it. Let's go. All right. Something fun to celebrate on the Dominican Republic when you're out there, man. Dylan's been on the lives for a while. I've been telling him to draw for dollars and got it, bro. That's awesome. I'm gonna take a picture of this for Rick so I can send it to him. So I know you've always been on. You're always providing value. So I'm gonna take a picture of this for Rick, and I'll go text him when I'm done. Because he's coming. I'm coming over to him. We're watching the Dolphins game tonight. It's that big of a deal. We got to telling you guys, like, this is a big deal. If the Dolphins win 3 games in a row, we're going to the playoffs. You guys see the helmet. You know it's a big deal today. That's why I'm locked in today. I already told you guys my top 3 sports of all time. Number 1, wholesaling. Number 2, football. And number 3, basketball or MMA. But wholesaling is the greatest sport. I love everyone says wholesaling is a contact sport. Wholesaling is a combat sport, okay? It's trench warfare for wholesaling. You got to go out there and win it. But yeah, congrats, man. Appreciate it, Dylan. That's awesome. Does a homeowner not paying utilities have an effect on the house? Yeah, because Dedrick, sorry. Because the house is going to be worth a lot less, hands down. Love it. No problem, bro. That's a good number to start with, 20-30 a day. Awesome. Anyone in Houston, hit him up. Appreciate Zach, I appreciate the response about the proof of funds, of course. A says, Zach, I love your mailer, man. Appreciate it. My mailer's at Mailing Mastery. And yeah, Ace has been killing it with the mail on there. So that's awesome. Had my first appointment a few weeks ago, 150,000 asking, 210 to 220 ARV. I lowballed her with a what if I could do 100. She didn't entertain it, followed up again a few times and sold it already. Yeah, 100, I'd probably ask the same thing. So find out what price she sold it for. I'd be curious. James, I'm interested. EJZ, what is up? Says, hi, how do you find the legal description on a property? By the way, I love your video. I'm loving your videos. Legal description is going to be at the property appraiser. So search your county, then space property appraiser. It should pop up pretty easy from there. How would you find a partner in you got a very good multifamily rental deal? If you got a good multifamily rental deal, go to listrei.com, aka PropStream, and you should be able to find it pretty easily from there. I need to get better with data always, but I've seen a positive ROI since my first 3 touches. Awesome. Yeah, bro, don't play games or else you'll lose sales. 100K sounds low for 210. Yeah. That's facts. Awesome. Love the profile picture. How reliable is True People Search? Is it good to make money on? Who's your favorite Naruto character? I'm tempted to say Sasuke, but I will not. Okay. So Naruto character. First of all, truepeoplesearch.com. I'm telling you, it's going to be 60%, 60 to 70% like effective. So you're going to have to be like careful with it. I would say Fast People Search is really good too. I think for free True People Search, then Batch Leads, of course, code Zach, 50% off would be the best. But my favorite Naruto character, I'd just say Naruto, obviously. I got a lot of nostalgia. His fights aren't even my favorite. I think honestly, I'll say Naruto right now. Like, some of the Dojo Gaara fights were kind of OG. I'm trying to say Gaara because I think Gaara is kind of cool, but we're not going to do that. We're going to say Naruto. We're going to go with the good guys today. So, trying to see what season that was in. Which one like better? It's Sasuke Gaara versus Rock. I think the Rock Lee one is probably my favorite one though. Rock Lee and Gaara is probably my. Everyone's gonna hate me for that one, but like I still think it's an OG fight scene. I loved it. I want someone to work with me and manage my leads that my VA team acquires from them. I can't handle them all. Find someone JV on. Alrighty. Finished up my first year in real estate investing with 12 deals, 1 flip, and purchased the duplex. Thanks, Zach, for the stuff. I'll learn from Zach. Let's do a collab podcast. Nathan, of course, hit me up on email support@flipwithwork.com. Email support@flipwithwork.com. We'll get something going. Put in the comments, I hate gurus. In the subject line. I'll probably see it. I came on late. Do you do one-on-one training? Go to Wholesaling Houses for on Facebook. I'll be right there on that group and do it all for free. Yes, Zach. Always like your videos. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. It means the world to me. You guys are awesome. Let's see here. Thank you, bro. Of course. Is that a problem if I wholesale that have an LLC? No. I would have to see the house man. Can't answer that, of course. Who's in India and miss it? No, you can wholesale that on LLC. Just be careful. I agree. Looking to buy 30 flips in Washington State, Idaho, Oregon this year. Let me know if you have any opportunities. Nathan, let everyone know your email is so they can hit you up with those deals, man. Let's see. How do you close more pre-foreclosure properties when the seller is in debt, but they still don't want to sell? Again, here's the problem. You can't force someone to sell, like, unless, like, I hate it. I would love just to make someone sell, right? But unless someone wants to sell, you can't deal with it, So the honest truth is, unless someone's actually like needs to sell, it's going to be hard, and you can't force someone to sell. It would not sell to a cash buyer for 230. I locked it up too high by accident. You're gonna have to renegotiate from there then. Ashley says, how do you feel about wholesaling on market properties? I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it can still be done. Liked, what should I say to seller when I'm SMS blasting to build credibility? Get them on the phone and then have confidence. That'd be my biggest one. Liked, unliked, and liked again. Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do with you guys? All right, let's see what we got here. All right. On market can be difficult depending on you're in. I think it's an opportunity to be able to meet real estate agents. I agree. Which do you recommend to follow up with sellers, not for cold call, but to call back the seller besides Google Voice? ZachDollar.com is the dialer I got. That's the one I recommend for people. Zach, is cold calling a waste of time compared to text blasting? I have to get a deal within the next 30 days. What would you do if you were me? Depending on your budget, either dialing through ZachDollar.com or SMS text blasting with SMSZach.com. It really depends. Block project, change the statement of I have to I want to, and watch yourself close the deal. I like it. Let's see here. Can I use Truebill search to get owner's contact for vacant? James, of course you can. Yep. Thanks for your feedback. LO, just write out Tampa. It's not that difficult to spell. Okay. If I don't fill the price in the contract, do I use a pen? Do I fill in the price? Yeah, just fill in the price after. Don't edit the contract. Let's go, Dylan. Yeah. Love it. Wow, congrats, Dylan. That's motivating. Oh, yeah. Your network is your net worth. 100% agree with that one. My biggest hurdle I need to get over on a daily basis is my morning mindset. How do you guys get motivated and consistent with the daily grind? I don't call it a morning mindset. Like, I'm in a different phase of my business than some people. So I think it's a big benefit. My money-making activities comes from, I hate to say it, it's from making a very high quality decisions every day. It's not me cold calling 10 hours a day anymore. That's how I used to make a ton of money. Now it's just running a business and making the right decisions in that business. Hey, what kind of list are we going to pull today? Going out there saying, hey, what type of new marketing strategy should I do? What can I do to increase the amount of people in my JVs? Like, the high level stuff that helps me tweak a little, that makes me the most money. So it's going out there doing high quality stuff, like high level, that gives me the best. So morning mindset, everyone thinks like there's this secret, like just take a cold bath and you're going to be like the expert business person. That's not the case. Honestly, what I found is not even being like this crazy expert guru type person, but just going out there and staying consistent and motivated. Just figure out your why. And that usually gets me out of bed pretty easy. What's the average of deals per text or call based on your own experience? I found it's almost close to like 6,000 texts or like 3,000 calls, depending on the list. Watch more of Zach's lives. That's what I do. You got this. Awesome. Any chance to get to work with you and Rick and Wholesaling? Well, email me a deal. I got it. Dedrick says, I grew up with Tua. Tua's a great person. I never personally met him, but I've seen him a couple games in person. He seems like a really nice person. So yeah, shout out to him. That's my favorite character. I love it. Trying to use address to find owner contact info, but it keeps saying last name's required. What's up? Well, get their last name from the property appraiser website. Oh, all right. That's a good one. Has anyone ever tried to Mojo Skip Tracer? It's not the best quality I found. Hey, I'm starting my wholesaling business. I collected a list of 100 pre-foreclosures. Should I get more? Should I contact buyers first? I don't want the property to foreclose before I get to buyers. Start marketing while you're pulling the list. Should be fine. You can pull lists at night and market the other time. Are any recommendation on triple line dialer besides batch dialer? It's expensive. Mojo dialer, call tools going to be the same price, or Google Voice. Trying to find addresses in True People Search to find owner, but it keeps saying last name. You need to put the last name, or you need to put the address in. So let me show you real quick. All right. All right. So all you really got to do here is your name right here. Just go to reversed address and boom, you got it. All right. That's usually the issue that most people have. So let me do it one more time. You're stuck at name here. Don't do reverse phone. Go to name here and then go to reverse address. Boom. That's all you need. All right. Have you ever done any deals in Utah? What markets do you recommend? Salt Lake City is probably the best in the suburbs around it. I've not done any deals in Utah. Alrighty. Advice for New York City. Yeah, honestly, if you're in New York City, I would probably do virtual wholesaling. Northwest Indiana, it's a great area still. All right. So just got my first property under contract after 2 years of beating around the bush. Whoa. Okay. Congrats. So yeah, I mean, 2 years, that's a long time. Gonna be honest. That's a long time you spent out there trying to get a deal. So congrats to you. Let me know what market you're in, what type of like ways you're trying to find these deals. I'd really appreciate that. That's pretty cool though. Congrats, man. So I'm going to ask this question a lot here. I'll kind of say it again here, but do you have to have an LLC to wholesale? No, you do not. You do not need an LLC to get into wholesaling real estate. It is not a requirement. Do not even worry about it. Don't stress over it. You do not need an LLC to wholesale. So don't worry about that. Anyone in JV, a hot deal in Michigan? Okay. So it seems like you got done in Michigan. Let me know if it's physical, local, like what kind of wholesaling you were doing there. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, let me know. So yeah, if you got a hot deal in Michigan, yeah, let us know what market, everything like that. We get it going. So Stoney brings up a good point here. So no, it's not. No, it's not a requirement for wholesaling, but it does give you a lot more advantage once you get the capital to set up your business properly. Yes. Nathan says, Christian, are you under contract yet? ARV and buy price. Pretty important when you're going to JV deal. Let everyone know your ARV and the buy price for it. It'll definitely help the cash buyers out, especially when you're trying to sell that deal. Let Stoney, okay, Justin Madison know that I'm in the Chicago, Northwest Indiana area and went to JV. Awesome. Ghost Black Project says, what is the best time of day to start cold calling or marketing for deals in your own opinion? Now, I've said before at freewholesaling.com that 2 to 7 p.m. It's like that special time that is perfect for wholesaling real estate. For cold calling, talking to sellers, everything, I found 2 to 7 p.m. to be the best time. And that's in my opinion, obviously. That's also going to be in your local area code where you're going to find the best results also. So just know that too. Brittany says, when getting started with cold calling, should I use a regular dialer or a multiple dialer? Which one do you recommend? I'd use a regular dialer, especially when you're starting out, and then use like a triple line or whatever type of dialer after to help you out. It says, I work from 9 to 6. What hours do you recommend I should cold call? 6 to 7. And then on the weekends, probably. That'd be my opinion for you there. Does the title company I'm going to use need to perform double closing? Yes. So, Danny, all you got to do is go to freewholesaling.com again. Let me break this down again. All you got to do is go to freewholesaling.com. That's exactly where you're going to find and like figure out exactly how I explained exactly how to get it going. Okay. So let me say it one more time. So does the title company? Yes, it does. It's going to be pretty important once you get a bigger deal. So you can go out there and double close on it. Freewholesaling.com. Go to the basics. We talk about title companies, find the right title companies. It's all going to be in there. It's going to help you out the most. So you get the best results and the best possible action for success. Bree, what is up? I'm in Texas, specifically Austin area. I'm not confident on which market to start in due to being iffy about comps. Would it be okay to bounce between multiple cities across Texas? Yeah, I would do the suburbs of Austin. That's probably going to be your best bet for wholesaling real estate. And that's generally what I would say to be the best places for you to go wholesale. Still want to be able in driving distance from there. That'll probably be the best. Yummy, let me know how I'm saying your name. I want to say it right. Basically says here, thanks. What do you think about the Maryland market? Should I start elsewhere? That's the state I'm in. Prince George's County is the best area for Maryland. Everywhere else gets a little tougher. Hagerstown's okay. Anything where the lower ARV is probably going to be your best bet or like a better bet for you for wholesaling. That's generally what I found. Generally. Bleh. Plug Me says, this is good stuff, right, guys? Hit that like button. Oh, yeah, 100%. Guys, hit that like button and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. What's up, James? Justin in Indianapolis, hit him up. Hand dialing takes forever. I agree. Christian says, doing the hot virtual wholesale deal in Pinconning, Michigan. Got it for $40K and ARV 160. Whoa. Let's look up this. Pinconning, Michigan. Pinconning, Michigan is in Bay County. Let's kind of see here. Let's do some research over here. So Pinconning, Michigan. Pinconning. Okay. Population 1,300. Okay, that's kind of far from Detroit. Okay. How far is this from Detroit? So you got Detroit, Lansing. Okay. Bay County. So let's kind of see. Bay County, Michigan. Oops. Okay. So it seems like 140,000 is the average over there. So let's go check it out here. So it looks like 141,000 is the average. So that's a pretty good market. That's interesting. Let's check out the population in Bay County, Michigan. 103,000. Not bad. Yeah, it's definitely a good one. It's a great market. Jay says on the mailing master course, do we create a new login? It doesn't let me. Yeah, just create a new login. It's free. So you really wouldn't have to worry about it from there. Having a business in your name ever caused issues? Not really. I mean, I don't do anything illegal. So Christian says needs to be about 30K in repair. So you put on a contract for 40, 30 ARV, 70. That's a good deal. Most people get ARVs wrong. I'll just be honest with you. Most people calculate their ARVs the wrong way, but should do fine. I think that's a decent deal. I got a ton of picks for it. Also got a price for 168 2 years ago. Seems a great deal. Hit it. Christian, let us know where we can JV with you and how we can help you out there. Thank you. Okay, awesome. A James, hit me up, bro. My Twitter is King Stoney and Facebook is Justin Madison. Awesome. Do you do any mastermind Zoom calls? Yeah. So if you go to Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook, that's where I have it. So I'll just show you real quick. Okay. So guys want to know where the Zoom type calls are, the video chats? Guys, just go here. This is Wholesaling Houses for Real. Okay, guys, telling you right now, this is Wholesaling Houses for Real. This is my Facebook group. This is where you get the private calls. Okay, this is where I post it. That's where it basically all is at. Okay, just FYI, guys, this is where it's at. Okay, my free wholesaling tools. It's all in here. Okay, guys, this is me going live. Like I'm in here going live, and yeah, so put some crazy stuff. But yeah, people ask their questions. They can go on here, get the private links and chats from me. It's all in here. So a lot of people love joining it. We get a ton of people in here. It's pretty cool. We're gonna be like 1,000 people a week trying to join the mastermind, which is really impressive. Shout out to everyone doing that and everyone just providing value in the group. So remember, guys, for that group, everyone's asking how to get mentorship. It's all in here. I'll say that one more time. It's all in here. Go to the top here. It's Wholesaling Houses for Real. Again, guys, no gurus, no selling, just value. That's what we do. That's how we have the best results possible. Guys, go to Wholesaling Houses for Real on Facebook. That's where you're going to find it. That's where you're going to find the results for massive success in wholesaling real estate. Get it going. Tyler says, how accurate are the PropStream estimated values? They're pretty good. Obviously, they're not the best out there, but PropStream's usually a tad high. I've seen so yeah, PropStream's a tad high. It's not the end of the world. It's not like the most it's not better than Zillow. It's not like a new Zillow type thing, but PropStream's pretty close. They're who we prefer for it. Obviously, no software calculation is going to be perfect for every single ARV, but honestly, I would say PropStream is pretty dang accurate. It's the closest one to you. Realtor.com is kind of iffy. You just always want to cross-reference all this information with the property appraiser website. That's where we found a lot of really good results, and that's what we'd pretty much recommend for you. Trouble with the analysis is they have a delay before they hear anything. Dialysis. Okay. So they know it's somebody marketing. Yeah, I'm saying it right. Ye me. Yay me. Awesome. Diego says, what are the best markets in your opinion to do virtual wholesaling? I'm in SoCal. Did 7 deals this year, but I would like to get into another market where I can have more consistent deal flow. Diego, just go to freewholesaling.com. Again, I really dropped my top 25 virtual wholesaling markets in there at freewholesaling.com. I would prefer the Southeast of the United States, probably the best. My top ones were like Richmond, Virginia, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Hampton Roads, Beaumont, Texas. A lot of it's going to be in the Southeast, and they're really good markets. You just got to go and really check. A lot of Tennessee is really hot right now. Southeastern and Northeastern Tennessee's been really good. Some of Central Tennessee is good too. You really got to make your decision from there. Justin basically says that too. Just released his top 5 virtual markets to wholesale in. You should definitely check it out after this live, bro. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Literally just dropped off a DoorDash for Diego. Let's see here. Do you have the resources for learning what makes a good market deal? I just found you. LOL. I'm going to get all your stuff in your links. LOL. So yeah, go check out the links in the bio. Everything, whatever, scrolling below. But what I honestly can tell you right now is starting out, you don't have to learn everything like right off the bat. Okay. Everyone thinks that you got to learn everything in like a day or a week or anything like that. And the honest truth is learning this business, it's very slow. It's a very slow process. Like, don't be rushed to go get it all done like all at once. But yeah, I mean, you're doing it right. You're not going to learn exactly what makes a good deal or not. Again, what technically makes a really good deal versus what not makes a really good deal is really how many wholesaling deals are in there versus how many wholesalers in there, how saturated the thing is versus how many wholesaling deals are in there. I found the Southeast is really good. You want ARVs to be sort of lower. The property's a little older, but not like too old. Not like 1800s, but you want it to be like a good range. So you're going to have to make that decision yourself. So honestly, what I found is, especially when you're getting out and starting in wholesaling real estate, you just got to make sure that you go slow a little and you find. So Yemi, let me know what market you're in. Possibly that's going to help me out. Just let me know and appreciate it. How can I receive mentorship and get my first deal? Go to freewholesaling.com. Like I've said before, let me pop it up here. Freewholesaling.com. That's where all the information for wholesaling real estate's at. That's what you guys need to know. I'm telling you right now. Freewholesaling.com. That's where it's all at. I'm going to say it right here. Freewholesaling.com. Let me make it big for you guys so you can see it. That's where everything's at. The mentorship, I guess you want to call it. It's all free. Like, I don't charge. Everyone thinks, oh, I don't click that link because I think someone's charging for it. Guys, it's all for free. Literally don't have to pay for it. All free. Just go to freewholesaling.com. It is all there. I promise you. Freewholesaling.com. Okay. All you got to do, just go to freewholesaling.com. It's right there. It's really easy. It's a free wholesaling course. Everything I have is in there. I show it from the beginning, from start to finish. That's it. Like, I ain't going to like sell you on it because it's a free wholesaling course, right? I gotta get the exact numbers of people in freewholesaling.com, but it is definitely the largest wholesaling course in the country. It's crazy we did that in a year, where it takes people decades probably to do. Just because honestly it's free. Like, that's the honest truth between you and me. But I can tell you, with the hard work you put in creating that course, it's ever changing, it's evergreen. It's a live course. So that means it's always updating and it's always changing for what's right now, what's working right now for wholesaling. So it's a great one. Definitely one I recommend, and definitely one you should be going after. So yeah, freewholesaling.com. That is where it's all at. Let's see here. When's your next live mastermind call? This Friday, right here. I got to figure out if it's going to be at noon or 10 a.m. I got to figure it out. Where can I email you the deal, Zach, so you can JV the pin conning deal? Not looking to get greedy on my first deal. Yeah, Christian, just go to support@flipwithrick.com. Again, that is support@flipwithrick.com. Go email me the deal, and yeah, I'll JV with you on it. Just give me all the information, though. Any buyers for Indiana? Okay. Got Indiana, hit them up. Or hit her up. Or whoever. I can't really see from the picture. I found a burned property in Brooklyn. I cannot find the owner, not even on Triple Search. What I'll tell you is contact the neighbors and really see what's going on with it. You could potentially find a pretty good one. Diego, is there a way I can contact you to get some SoCal deals? All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Michael is in SoCal. Hit him up. Love it. I'll let everyone know like what you want to do, because you can't JV with someone unless you have their Facebook or their email or something. So go out there and figure it out. I have 3 cash cows under contract. Okay. I like it. Sorry, talk text don't come out the way you think. I said dialer. Okay, so yeah, some dialers obviously going to have a delay, but like that's because you're using a dialer. There's a million of them out there, so they're all using the same like Twilio integrations. So as long as you understand that, you should be fine with it. You just got to know, okay? Yami says, I'm in Maryland near Baltimore, but I don't mind wholesaling in Prince George County or any of the other Maryland markets you mentioned. Let's see how far Baltimore is from there, because I know Baltimore is like not too far. So let's see here. Baltimore from Prince George's County. Oops. Let's check it out here. It would be, okay, that's like an hour 16. That's not too bad. Trying to think here. No. Yeah, honestly, that'll work. I'll do the whole surrounding. Anything like an hour away would probably be the best. I think my biggest struggle is overthinking and overanalyzing because of my professional background. What do you do, man? Or woman? Or whoever? Dialysis. Yeah, what are you going to do? Corporate finance. Yeah, okay. So your biggest like overthinking and overanalyzing corporate finance, yes. You're going to have to just... Corporate finance is not the best background. I mean, a lot of corporate finance is like, it depends what kind of job you did there, but a lot of it is like over analyzing things. So you definitely got to be wary of that and be careful. It's not the end of the world though, like I've seen. So it's not going to end everything. So you just got to be careful with it. But no, I think if you have the confidence, I think corporate finance will give you pretty good confidence too. So I would not call it a con. It could potentially be a pretty good plus. It could be something that worked too. So definitely don't see it as something that's terrible. I think it's something you can use to your advantage though too. So there's definitely a lot of pros to going into corporate finance and being in there for wholesaling. So I would use that as an advantage and not look at it as something bad, you know? Robert says, what's your plans for the future within the next 3 to 5 years or so? So Robert, my plans is to keep this channel going for wholesaling for 3 to 5 years. So don't worry about that. Really where I want to see myself in the future, just be making more money. But like those are all like superficial stuff, right? What I really see myself in the future right now is going out there and seeing how many lives I can change, right? If that means I have more people watching that are not watching gurus, that'd be great. But really what I want to do is provide more value. I mean, 3 years ago, I would never even thought I had a YouTube channel. So who knows where I'm going to be the next 3 to 5, right? So definitely, hopefully making more money, living the life of my dreams, hopefully working less. I don't even work that much. I work like 10 hours a week. So it's not even that bad, right? And this is like a hobby, what I do for fun. So probably working the same amount, nothing crazy, making more money, investing a lot of the money, get more passive income, run up some checks, go to a Dolphins Super Bowl game. Yeah, that's what my plans are for the future. Is it going to happen? We don't know. I know for the business, it's all good, that side. So pretty happy, pretty lucky about that. So yeah, my plans for the future, honestly, willing, I can help as many people, help a lot of people getting started in wholesaling real estate, learn this business absolutely for free, and get it going. That's honestly what I'd say. Zach, I recently signed up for batch dialer, but my numbers are coming off as spam. Like, let me know what you guys think I should be doing in the future too. I'll always love your suggestions or like directions for the channel too. Zach says, Go says, I recently signed up for batch dialer, but my numbers are coming up spam likely. What do you think is happening? Let me know are you using a 10-line dialer or a triple line? Usually 10-line dialer is going to get you in trouble. Probably the words you have contain your text, but also changing the wording. Yeah, he's using dialer. So if you're using zachdialer.com, most likely your biggest issue is going to come from how much you're calling, and you probably don't have enough phone numbers. If you're only calling for like 3 or 4 numbers, you're probably going to need 10 to 15 to make it work. That's the biggest issue we've seen, and that's probably going to change it a lot. But yeah, that's it. Really depends though, okay, so if you're using a triple line dialer, let me know how many phone numbers you own or have. That's probably going to change it all. But yeah, guys. So let me know. So this is my acquisitions guide. This is basically what I have from here of like how to get it going and how to actually start doing well in wholesaling real estate on the acquisition side, on getting contracts for the lowest price possible. I really appreciate the love and support you guys been giving the channel. It means the world to me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do some live cold calling. I'm just going to live cold call myself. So it'll be pretty fun. Everyone's going to see. Everyone loves the live calling because you never know what's going to happen. It's always a little crazy what happens there. So it's always fun. So guys, I appreciate it. Guys, hit that like button and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. It means the world to me. You guys are awesome. Do me one big favor. Go to freewholesaling.com. That's my free wholesaling course. So the free wholesaling mentorship, stuff like that. It's all for free. I don't charge a single dime for it. And that's all I do. So until I see you guys tomorrow, appreciate it, guys. Go to freewholesaling.com and I'll see you soon. Have a blessed one. Hey guys, Zach Ginn here from Flip with Rick. And after helping tens of thousands of people get started in wholesaling real estate and helping so many people out go from $0 to $100,000 in wholesaling real estate, I'm super excited to announce my new wholesaling mastery course. This wholesaling mastery course will have everything step by step on the whole entire wholesaling processes. I'm going to give you real deal examples. I'm going to hold your hand throughout the whole wholesaling process. This course will give you everything you need to know to make up to $100,000 to over $1 million per year in wholesaling real estate profits. Most real estate gurus out there will charge you around $5,000 for a course like this. But today, if you click on the link, you will get my wholesaling mastery course for the low price of
sellout.
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I knew you would do this. I knew you were going to go the course route with the guru. It goes against everything we've preached from day one. Don't be a sellout.
The course is free.
What?
The course is free. I'm giving it for free.
Oh, I apologize. Carry on.
Jeez. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, duh. Do you think I'm going to go sell out as like a regular guru selling you a course? I'm not trying to make money off of you guys. Guys, over here, all you got to do is click there to just sign up. No gimmicks, nothing. Absolutely for free. It's a free wholesaling course. Literally, I've seen every single wholesaling course. I have access to all the 10,000 mentorships. Guys, I literally copied them step by step. I literally have an entire course set out just for you for wholesaling real estate. Click on that and let's get started.